One of the most difficult things to ever tell a person is that there's purpose in your pain. Nobody knows your pain like you do. Nobody knows what it did to you. Nobody knows how it affected you. Nobody knows the tears you shed late in the midnight hour. Nobody knows about that betrayal, that hurt, that pain, and just the amount of work that you had to put in to heal. The hardest thing for somebody to ever say to a person is there's purpose in your pain, because when you're going through it, you cannot see a way out. You don't know why. You feel like God has forsaken you. You don't know where He is. You don't know why He's allowing you to go through that level and that magnitude of pain and hurt. If you look at the story of Joseph, Joseph had to be sold as a slave. He had to go to prison, and it's through that experience that he was able to save his family. I remember going through something where I was just like, God, why? Like, I don't even know why this is happening. Why is this happening to me? Why are you allowing this to happen in my life? Because this is not fair. I've done nothing to deserve this kind of, hurt and pain, or just disappointment and letdown. And I remember I was in another country in a hotel room, and I remember God giving me a word confirming, why I was going through. And there's this song I put on repeat because it just spoke to that season. It spoke to that experience. And my advice to anybody going through something is to just surrender it to God, to just say, yes, Lord, we will do it your way. So the song I had on repeat was, I'll just say yes, you lead the way. I'm trusting you to hear my yes and lead me home. This life you gave is not my own. I'm trusting you to see my yes and lead me on. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. My life is yours. My advice to you is to just surrender everything to God. Surrender the situation. Surrender the circumstance to God. Just say, yes, Lord, my life is yours. And just let Him lead the way. He knows why you are going through this pain. He knows why. Trust Him.